Just quickly, bro, I want to mention that I do one-on-one coaching. I want to help you become that young man I know you can be and that you want to be. I will be your accountability partner. I will coach you and we'll have weekly calls. Message me on Instagram or go to the link in the description and sign up to the second tier and we'll start working together. Let's get to the video now. What if I told you that my thought on being a man is actually unauthentic? It's weak. It's unattractive. You're probably looking at me like, psst, you're an idiot. Look at you with your whiteboard and your texter, shirtless, Indian. But the honest truth is, bro, there's a big difference between being a nice guy and a good man. A nice guy and a good man still say please, still say thank you, still open the door for a lady, still help the old grandma with her shopping bags. But there are different traits that a good man has that a nice guy doesn't have. There's a few overlapping traits as well. You see, in this life, it is the good men, the ruthless men, the masculine men, the tenacious men that, well, they get the women, they get the success, they get the results, they live the life that you want to live, yet you're not living because you're a nice guy. The truth is, I look at nice guys as weak losers. And the truth is, I was a nice guy for many, many years. Our generation now, we're being software programmed. It's just in our mind, well, we should just be a nice guy. Along with the insecurities and the anxiety and the depression, which just makes you just into this docile, weak, submissive, beta guy. And the truth is, right, as we start to go deeper into this life, the world now is starting to separate more than ever. The nice guys, the losers, the weaklings, they're being separated. And most of the time, they're going straight towards the video games, the doom scrolling, the jerking off, the drinking and the drugs. And the good men, the masculine men, they're living lives that are way better. They get the things, they get the results, they get the women, they get the money, they get the freedom. And I'm going to break this open on how you should run and perform through your life. Because look, the truth is, me being a nice guy for so long, I felt it. I didn't feel good. I looked in the mirror after people pleasing all day, after avoiding conflict, after just going through life, just knowing that I should have done better things, but I didn't want to rub any people the wrong way, or I didn't want people to judge me, avoiding all this conflict of not even allowing myself to have standards because people will, I don't want to rub them the wrong way. We're going to break this open because I believe that you as a man, as you start to tap into your natural desire and your inclination to run through life and conquer and build an empire, you'll see that being a good man is how you need to run and perform through your life. So let me break this open, right? A nice guy, look, the biggest thing is always going to be approval. So you have to look and take an inventory of your life. Are you looking for approval? Think about it. Are you looking for approval from your teacher, your principal, your friends, the girls, everyone online? Are you not trying to rub any palms the wrong way? Are you not trying to get any eyes lingering at you? Are you just trying to make everyone happy? Well, the truth is, approval, especially when you need it from an outside source, will always leave you feeling empty. No matter how many likes you get, bro, if you're not happy with yourself, doesn't matter. No matter how many people you think that you make smile or that you don't, rub them the wrong way. If you betray yourself, you're becoming unauthentic to yourself. You start to feel like a bitch. You start to feel like you're a weakling. So the big thing that a nice guy seeks is approval. The next thing is that his boundaries, they're always broken. And that is from seeking approval. But as a nice guy, right, you'll always know the right thing. You'll know the right thing is to stand up for the girl. You'll know the right thing is to do this certain thing if it's that follows your honor and your principles for your life or what your family's instilled you with. But a nice guy will betray himself. He'll betray his boundaries, betray his honor, betray his word to please people for the approval. So you have to look at your life. Do you have boundaries that, okay, well, look, fine. I'll break them because I don't want to make people think of me in an ill way. Are you breaking your own code of honor for other people? And look, I've been there. I understand what that's like, bro. I broke my honor and my boundaries for myself many, many times growing up, especially in my younger years, bro. I always knew what was right, what was wrong, what I should stand up for, what I should speak up for. And I didn't do that because, people pleasing. Want to get enough likes on Facebook. Want to make everyone happy. Maybe that girl will like me. And it's a joke. The next thing is, I'm going to label it as being fearful. And this is big, right? Being fearful, though, could also look like an avoidance of conflict. And this all just wraps into one big thing of just being a bitch. But if you're fearful, as a man, not only does that just give you one of the worst advantages or worst steps in life to build yourself up, it separates you from a good man, because being fearful stops you dead in your core. When you're fearful, you're anxious. When you're fearful, you're depressed. When you're fearful, you're worried about other people's opinions. And think about it like this. Today's modern world, we've placed such an emphasis on how we feel that it stops most of us guys from doing what we know that we should do, and we act on what we know that we shouldn't do, which breaks our boundaries, which breaks our honor, our code to ourselves. And you have to look, well, how would this person that's fearful, lets people, breaks his boundaries for other people, that seeks approval, how would he go through life? He goes through life putting on this fake persona, this smile, always trying to make people happy, walking around with his tail tucked between his legs, shrugged over his shoulders, just, can't look straight. It's honestly a big joke. I remember, now I'm having a bit of PTSD thinking about how I felt for so many years. Not only was I insecure and I was scared and didn't have confidence, just walking through life being this people pleaser, looking for approval, letting people, go over my own code of honor because I wanted to keep them happy, avoiding conflict. That denigrated myself. And now I can look back and think, fuck, that's not how I should have been performing and running through life. I built myself up as a young man to genuinely become a good, tenacious, vigorous, masculine, alpha man. And you can say that's cringy to say, but I wear it as a badge of honor. I wear the badge of, a young man striving to be his best self, taking responsibility, having standards, having honor, being a good man. I wear it as a badge of honor, and you should too, because in this generation, bro, it's a very rare find. It's a very few and far between thing when you find a fucking man that's about it. So let's go and break open. What's a good man then, right? So if you have a nice guy, what's a good man? The thing is, a good man will always choose respect over approval. So if you look at this, right? For a second, I forgot how to spell respect. I hope I even spelled it right. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's right. A good man will always choose respect over approval. And I'll tell you this right now, bro. I'd much rather be hated and have someone subconsciously think about me like, oh, he respects himself enough to say no. He respects himself to let me do this to him. And they might not say it out loud, but their conscience will know. I will always choose to respect myself, respect my standards, respect my code of honor, respect my word, than seek fucking approval. And you need to go through life when you want to shift your identity to becoming a good, masculine, young man, to being like, okay, fine. It is what it is. I'll take my respect and I'll have my honor and I'll walk with my shoulders back and my head held high and saying no to this thing or disagreeing with this other thing or doing what I know is right and getting my respect for myself and having those people, vibrate inside of themselves and thinking, oh, he respected himself enough to not do this one thing. That's what a good man does. A good man will always choose that respect, that code of honor for himself, then denigrate himself in the process for what? Approval? Approval from people that you don't even like anyway? Psst. So you should speak your opinions. You should voice what you want to say. You should stand up for what you know is right and disagree with the things that you know is wrong. Who cares? Stand up for yourself. Because this is a big thing. The next thing, right? With boundaries, a nice guy lets people permeate through his world. He lets people break his code of honor. Well, a man will say no. So not only does that link to respect, but he doesn't allow people to break through his boundaries. Your boundaries are principles for your life. It's honor, it's standards, it's parameters. So you need to look at your life and think, okay, hold on. Maybe this girl wants me to do this, or this guy wants me to do this, or my boss wants me to do this, or my co-worker wants me to do this, or my friend from school. Whoever it is, if it doesn't align with your standards, your parameters, your honor, your code of conduct for how you run and perform through your life, then you have to say, no, hold on. No, I ain't going to do it. I have boundaries. And this is a big thing. So I want you to say no to the things that you know is not right. I want you to stand up for your code of conduct. what you know is right, what you know you should do, because this all relates back to how you feel about yourself as a man. Think about it like this: if you always constantly break your boundaries, fearful, walking through this world, worried about other people's opinion, if you're looking for their approval, you're going to feel that weak, sissy, beta, cucked out, docile, weak, boy, guy, dude, bloke. Is that how you want to feel? No, but could you imagine training hard, you're going through life, you're learning how to fight, you're doing the things that you know what you got to do, and then you're stepping into this frame of a good man that chooses respect, that chooses to say no, and you're doing all this work on your personal life as well. How are you going to feel? Shoulders back, walking through life, permeating through this world. You're going to feel strong, you're going to feel masculine, you're going to feel like a good, honorable, high standard man. And that's a big thing too. Well, you have goals, you have achievements, you have dreams, you got desires. You feel that way. How you feel is going to correlate to how much work you can put out to this world to get what you want. So it all relates back. The next thing, and this is a big thing for me, right, is assertiveness. Now, this is going to be something that going to the gym helps you with. Learning how to fight helps you with. Actually enjoying conflict and pain and getting into a bit of a scuffle, whether it's some guys on the football field or whether it's, the people at work or whatever, as long as you don't get fired. Being assertive. Now, there's a difference between being a dick and being assertive. And a big thing that I will say, a man that will go through life and he has just that less oomph in his voice. That's a man that's not heard. That's a man whose opinions and voice is just not respected. I walk through life assertive, dominant. I mean what I say. I don't waste words. You don't hear me barking or chirping or saying or consistently talking about shit if I know that this point has to be made and it's the right thing to say or the right point to get across. So I walk through life. And no means no. I speak with conviction. I speak when I need to speak. I don't speak for the sake of speaking. And you have to walk through life with this assertive tone for your code, for your honor, for you stepping into your frame of being a good man. Now, a big thing for me that's always attributed to me being the young man that can even come on here and help you, bro, is the fact that I grew up in public housing, the ghetto, for 20 years. 21 years, bro. My whole life I never had a father, bro. I was involved in drugs. I was a big old drug addict from the age of 15 and 20. Got into a whole bunch of fights, grew up rough and tough, right? But that molded me. But for very long, I was the complete opposite. I was weak, I was docile, I was this nice guy, I was a bitch. So I've seen it from both perspectives of this world. I've seen it. I've felt it. I know exactly what it's like. It was only 10 years ago I was that way. Maybe a bit longer. Maybe 15 years ago because I'm becoming an old man now, bro. I'm 27. But you have to walk through this world assertive, dominant. Because, well, if you don't, your voice, your opinion doesn't matter. People don't respect you. They don't listen. They don't think that there's anything to be listened to because they'll just take one look at how you present yourself and how you've come across it. I'm not fucking listening to you. So go through this world assertive, and you'll see this is how it starts to cross over. A nice guy seeks approval. A good man seeks respect. A nice guy has boundaries. Or allows people to break his boundaries, where a good man says no. A nice guy is fearful, riddled with anxiety. This good man has assertiveness behind him. I will always tell you that as a man, who you are is reflected on what you do. So if you walk through life and you are mission focused, you've got principles, you're training hard, trying to make some money, you've got some boundaries, right? You've got parameters, you will see how you start to walk, permeate through this world. It changes. The way that you think, the way that you talk, the way that you act, the things that you do, they all synchronize to the caliber, the calibration of man that you are. And so you need to look at your life, do this inventory. Take a look. Are you seeking approval? Are you letting people break your boundaries? Are you being and walking through this life fearful, not standing up for yourself? And take a look and think, am I not happy with this? And then do exactly what I tell you. Follow this. Look for respect. Learn to say no. Become assertive. Stand up for yourself. Train hard. Mission-oriented principles. And this will start to give you the complete calibration to get what you want out of this world. There's a reason why women are attracted to good men. Because they protect, they provide. They got a spark about them. There's a reason why men who are masculine, they get what they want, because when push comes to shove, hold on. They'll push other people out the way if they know it's not in alignment of their dreams, their goals. They'll be able to say no. The boys want to go out drinking, I've got shit to do. That's a good man. Doesn't mean you don't say please or thank you or open the door for a lady or help the old grandma with her shopping bag, as I said. And a nice guy will always do that as well. But I always choose to have a team of good men, masculine men behind me, next to me, than a group of nice guys. And I'm sure you would too. So take a look at your life, bro. And if you want to do coaching with me one-on-one, and I will help you become that good, masculine, tenacious man, we can do some coaching. Go to the link in the description and sign up to the second tier, or message me on Instagram, and we'll get you sorted. I love you, G. I really do mean that.